We're back with another round of Where Are They Now?, starring the people behind some of your favorite memes. We now know that Bad Luck Brian's fortune turned around and that Success Kid was successful in getting his father a kidney transplant. We'll show you where 10 more of your favorite meme stars ended up. Make sure you don't miss a thing from the Riches by clicking on the subscribe button and joining our notification squad. Hide Your Pain Harold. One of the great things about the Hide Your Pain Harold meme is that there is no shortage of awkward-looking stock photographs of Harold. In them, he always seems to wear a vague expression of discomfort or unease. This makes him incredibly versatile, and many of us wondered who this supremely uncomfortable man was. It turns out that this multi-talented stock photo model is a Hungarian man named Aratu András. Subsequently to his viral fame, he made an appearance on a Hungarian game show where he went largely unrecognized. Must have been the beard. But stock photo modeling is merely a hobby for András, who has a full-time job as a lighting engineer. He is baffled by the popularity of his photos, but claims that he sees himself as an engineer and not a model. Rumors have circulated over the years that the mysterious Harold had passed away, but thankfully he is still alive and well. It's just that the only spotlight András is interested in are the ones he designs and installs himself. Michaela Maroney. When we see gymnasts showing off their skill, most of us are thoroughly impressed with the things they can do. On the flip side, some gymnasts are apparently rather difficult to impress, such as Michaela Maroney. During the 2012 Olympic Games in London, Maroney was favored to win the gold medal before making an epic fail and a crash landing during her second vault. Still, she ended up taking home the silver medal, which is no easy feat. She may be a talented gymnast, but she needs to work on her poker face because we couldn't help but notice her not impressed facial expression. Many people have photoshopped her thoroughly unimpressed face onto different situations. Maroney continued her gymnastics career but found herself frequently injured as a result. Finally, in 2016, she announced her retirement from the world of competitive gymnastics. Recently, she's been posting provocative videos on her Instagram, which has caused quite the uproar from people who saw her as a role model. We wish we could have seen the face she made in response to that accusation, but we do know that she tweeted at her haters that they could be inspired by how much she doesn't care what they think of her. She'll need to cling to that defiant attitude for her next career, as she stated that she now wants to be a pop star. Hipster barista. One meme star who did not enjoy his image being used online in any way, shape, or form is Dustin Mattson, better known as the hipster barista. The concept of a hipster barista who burns his or her tongue because they drink their coffee before it's cool has been around for a long time. But a photo snapped of Mattson seemed to perfectly exemplify the concept. Between his stern and unamused facial expression, scarf, and daring V-neck exposing a colorful tattoo, there was no doubt in the public's eye that we were looking at one hipster barista. Many amusing captions were put next to the photo of a man who would eventually be identified as Dustin Mattson, who is in fact a barista at Octane Coffee in Atlanta, Georgia. Apparently, Mattson takes his career as a barista seriously and expressed his displeasure with the meme during an interview with Eater.com. He found it discouraging and disappointing and didn't appreciate the attempts to poke fun at the specialty coffee world and the people who are committed to it. However, at one point he posted on Facebook and Twitter that he would love to meet the stars of the television show Portlandia. He's also still working hard at his craft, even competing in barista competitions. Ridiculously photogenic guy. Some of us refuse to post photos of ourselves online unless we look absolutely perfect. We hate the idea of being caught on camera looking less than our best. Well, that's apparently not a problem for Zeddy Little, who managed to look fantastic while competing in the annual Cooper River Bridge Run in Charleston, South Carolina. While others around him are clearly feeling the effects of running, Little is seen smiling casually and looking quite handsome. The photo went viral and he became known as Ridiculously Photogenic Guy. He even received the ultimate compliment by being compared to Neil Patrick Harris's portrayal of Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. Little seemed to take his newfound fame in stride and shattered hearts around the world when he announced that he was in a very happy romantic relationship. He claimed that he was smiling during the marathon because he had just finished waving to some friends. Perhaps someday we'll have yet another photograph of Little, since he claims that he's still participating in marathons. First world problems. The phrase first world problems is a way to poke a bit of fun at ourselves for being upset over minor inconveniences that only occur because we have certain privileges due to our level of income, geographical location, and access to technology. Things like using your last Pandora skip and having the following song be the worst, or being tired of eating at all the restaurants near you. One of the most popular backgrounds for these tongue-in-cheek complaints was an image of a seemingly devastated woman with tears streaming down her face. The woman behind the stock photo used in this meme is Italian actress and model Silvia Bottini, who at first was distressed by her image being used in this way. She is known for her roles in the Italian productions of Romeo and Juliet and Alice in Wonderland. Ultimately, she realized that nothing could be done about it and has now embraced the trend, and even plans to make a web series all about first world problems. She also creates videos showcasing beauty tips, and we bet she has some great ones on how to avoid wrinkles caused by excessive crying. It's time for our trivia question. Most of us can recognize or have utilized the mocking SpongeBob meme at some point, but do you remember what episode this scene is from and what is going on in the picture? We'll let you know what SpongeBob is up to at the end of our video. Sheltering suburban mom. Although we aren't exactly sure how she earned the moniker of sheltering suburban mom, we do know that this meme has been around since 2011. It features a middle-aged woman smiling and is accompanied by captions regarding strict and overly obtrusive parenting. It's even been parodied by other memes such as Socially Awkward Penguin and Anti-Joke Chicken. The woman behind the meme is actually rather well known for her work as an author. Her real name is Karen Drogan, but she's more well known by her pen name Carly Phillips. She's written many contemporary romance novels and was shocked when she realized that an image of her had gone viral. However, once she came to understand the joke, she managed to find it funny, although she insists that she's nothing like that in real life. She does have 2 children, but claims that she was the parent letting them watch R-rated movies, much to the dismay of her fellow parents. The photo featuring her in a black sweatsuit is one that she felt was a good representation of her personality, and so she used it for her author bio. She believed it would be relatable to people, and she was certainly right about that. Sheltered college freshman. Silvia Bottini isn't the only model who is perhaps most well known for her meme career. You may have seen a meme known as Sheltered College Freshman, which features a fresh-faced young woman posing with a blue notepad at school. This photo is accompanied by statements which show extreme ignorance or naivety. She's often referred to as the female counterpart to the college freshman meme, which we discussed in part 1 of this video. This was a random stock photo taken of model Karen Portillo that spiraled out of control. Since her picture went viral, she says that she has experienced a huge career boost, and people realized that people loved her look and were eager to book her in advertisements. She's even gotten hired for even more stock photography gigs on top of her now infamous one. Additionally, she claims to be amused by the memes made using her photo and says that they never fail to make her laugh. She's also gotten to collaborate with other famous meme characters such as overly attached girlfriend Good Girl Gina and even Bad Luck Brian. Grumpy Cat. This is one meme that we feel needs no explanation. The cat known as Grumpy Cat shot to internet stardom when she was just a kitten when her owners posted a photo online of her unusual face. Her owners claim that they aren't sure what kind of breed their cat, whose real name is Tartar Sauce, is, but she's in perfectly good health. The reason she appears to be frowning is because she has a form of dwarfism. Tartar Sauce is adorably tiny and her hind legs are a little different, as her owners affectionately say. This means that she wobbles a bit when she walks and sits in an odd way, but it doesn't cause her any great difficulties. She's a happy, healthy, normal cat whose favorite activity is hiding behind curtains. Her parents are both average-looking cats, but she has a brother named Pokey who has a slightly unusual face as well. Tartar Sauce is all grown up now at age 5, but we think she's grown into a beautiful cat. She's been featured on tons of merchandise, from t-shirts to coffee mugs to cell phone cases. This, of course, is in addition to her book and her many appearances on television. And naturally, she has her own Christmas special called Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever. Rebecca Black. Being known as the person who created what is widely regarded as the worst song ever isn't the best way to jumpstart your career, as Rebecca Black learned at the young age of 13. Her song Friday and the music video quickly went viral, and not in a good way. In just the first 4 months of her video being on YouTube, it was viewed 167 million times and earned over 3 million dislikes. Now, we aren't claiming that Friday is a great or underrated song, but the amount of vitriol it caused to be directed at Rebecca Black was rather obscene, as the teenage girl was subjected to threats about her personal safety. People saw her as the embodiment of everything that's wrong with pop culture and the music industry, and they took it out on her. While that might inspire most of us to change our names and move to another country, to her credit, Rebecca Black didn't give up and has recently released a new single called Foolish, which is leagues better than her first song. She admits that she is still haunted by her experience when Friday was released, but she doesn't intend on letting that hold her back from pursuing a career in music. Alex from Target. Compared to some faces behind famous memes, when the very first picture of Alex from Target surfaced, he didn't appear especially photogenic or to be doing anything unusual in the slightest. He was just a teenage Target employee that someone tweeted a picture of, a picture that gained Alex hundreds of thousands of followers in mere hours and millions of followers on Instagram. Clearly, the girl who snapped the pic recognized talent, even if the original photo is not the greatest quality. Unlike some people who react to their newfound fame with horror or bemusement, Alex definitely leaned into the attention. Although at first he confessed that he was overwhelmed, he quickly seemed to enjoy his fame and began posting photos and videos that were much more flattering than the original one that went viral. He even made an appearance on Ellen that seemed to kickstart his career. Since then, he's forayed into acting and singing and naturally is no longer employed at Target. We wonder if he still lists Target on his resume when looking for jobs, or whether he just includes that famous photo and lets it speak for itself. The mocking SpongeBob meme that we all know and love comes from the episode Little Yellow Dress. In this episode, Squidward reads SpongeBob's diary and discovers that showing SpongeBob plaid will result in him acting like a chicken. This picture is actually SpongeBob's now famous chicken impression. He could take some acting lessons from Joe Blue. Do you have any great pictures that you think would make an awesome meme? Tell us about them in the comment section. Thanks for watching our video, and before you head out, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to The Riches for more awesome daily content. See you next time!